Man without God always ends up killing. And that party is in favor of taking innocent life. But our founders knew that this battle had always been going on. It always would go on, and so they wanted to make a place where it would be protected. So they decided they would take on the strongest power on the planet. They didn't have a government. Britain did. They didn't have an army. Britain did. They didn't have any money. Britain did. But they wanted to stand for truth. And so on July 4th, 1776, they came the time to take a vote as to what to do. They knew what it was. It's called treason. And so the time came that they were going to take their vote. And in Congress, whenever a person sponsors a bill, he's always given the last opportunity to speak. And so they asked for John Adams, who was the sponsor. And he said this. He said, "Sink or swim, live or die, survive or perish, I am for the Declaration. It's true that in the beginning we aimed not at independence, but there's a divinity that shapes our ends. The injustice of England has persisted until now independence is within our grasp. We have but to reach forth for it, and it is ours. You and I indeed may rue it. We may not live to the time when this declaration shall be made good. We may die colonists, die slaves, die ignominiously and on the scaffold. Be it so, be it so. But if it be the pleasure of heaven to require the poor offering of my life, let this victim shall be ready. But while I do live, let me have a country, or at least the hope of a country, and that a free country." And then he began to think of us. He said, "But whatever may be our fate, be assured that this declaration will stand. It may cost treasure, and it may cost blood, but it will richly compensate for both. Through the thick gloom of the present, I see the brightness of the future as the dawn in heaven. We shall make this a glorious and immortal day. When we are in our graves, our children will honor it. They will celebrate with thanksgiving, with festivities, with illuminations and bonfires. On its annual return, they will shed tears, copious, gushing tears, not of subjection and slavery, not of agony and of distress, but of exultation and of gratitude and of joy." Sir, before God, I believe the hour has come. My judgment approves this measure, and my whole heart is in it. All that I have, and all that I am, and all that I hope for in this life, I'm ready here to stake upon it and leave off as I began, that sink or swim, live or die, survive or perish. I am for the Declaration. It is my living sentiment, and by the blessings of God, it shall be my dying sentiment. Independence now, independence forever.